Okay. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning. So, today, the reason we're doing this interview today is I want to introduce my beautiful, wonderful friend, Nadine Simmerock. And she wrote a book called Breaking the Mirror.
Yes. I must say, I'm really proud of this. I have many books, but this is my favorite because it's my personal way, and it's the way back to the power of your soul. And that's why I love it really.
I know, and you can truly feel this.
Yes.
And, I like to say tell your story because it's somebody else's survival guide.
Yes.
There's so much story and so much survival in this book. That's
Yes.
why I love it.
Yeah, me too. And I think personally that in every story lies a superpower. In every story that happened in your life is a superpower that needs to come out. And that's why it's so important to share the personal story, the things that happened. Yeah.
And have the courage. And this book is
Yes.
about understanding and overcoming narcissism, manipulation, abuse. And
Yes.
abuse comes in many forms. I know it's such a word that people are afraid of using, afraid of saying, but abuse is such a broad
Yeah.
form,
And
such a
and
broad,
and the thing is, what you said that they often have a lot of fears to mention it, to say it out loud, is because we don't want to be connected to this kind of energies, or there's also so many shame,
yes,
guilt, this kind of suffering that lies in this, that a lot of people don't want to hear anything about it. But it's all over the world. We have
yes,
women, we have men. Men, they are suffering so much because they are abused. Children, we have the whole, can we say that the whole politics, or
yes,
the health care and
yes,
everything. Also, the schools, many schools. This is not to looking for the kids. What do the kids really need? What do they need to learn, or what uplifts the soul or the heart? The base of everything still in the world is manipulation.
manipulation and
Yes,
control.
yes,
It's
control.
control.
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
and that's what it is. And abuse is such a broad platform. Abuse of your trust, your love. And that's why I love this. Is what is the first step? That's the first step. That you said, that's so good. There's a lot of shame. The first step to healing
Yes.
from this is admitting it,
Yes.
admitting it to yourself that this is happening to
Yeah.
yourself.
And that you can be out of a very good family, that you earn a lot of money, that you are a wonderful woman, a wonderful man, that you have studied, that you have a lovely education, and you need to see, oh my goodness, it's happened to me. Two
Yes,
days ago, I had a woman, she is a doctor, and she realized I'm in a narcissistic relationship. But I can't believe I'm a good person. My mindset is very high. What happened to me? Oh my God. But this is the first step to see it, to realize it, to say, yes, okay, I am wonderful. I'm still wonderful, but it happens to me.
and that's the key too, because you start thinking maybe I'm a bad person. You
Yeah.
start believing
Yes,
the things being said to you over years and years
of course.
of manipulation. And that's what I wanted to say too. The first thing is to admitting it and forgiving yourself. and not thinking you're a bad person, forgiving yourself and being, and know that there is help and you can
Yeah.
get out of it, and have
Yes.
patience.
Yes, yes, yes. And here, maybe it's very important to say out loud. It's not forgive immediately the other person. It's not what we mean. It's really to forgive yourself, that you get into this situation, that you get in the position to see, oh my goodness, I'm abused.
Yes.
I broke down maybe my values, my mindset, my strong mindset. What happened to me? And I think here is also very important to see that we have a ladder of emotions. And the most, they are more down, there's nothing more, it's the shame.
Yes.
And if somebody is abusing someone, this person always plays games with the shame, with the guilt, and with the fear. And they try to put you always in the situation where you feel this guilt and this shame and the fear. And we need to come out step by step till we are back again in the positive.
And in your big, in your
Mhm.
worth and in your power. What is it I always say? In your a magnificent, powerful magic that you are. Because what does it do to you? You feel so small.
That's it.
You feel so small, and you start really believing. I mean, how many times did I tell you I believed all the things, that I was a bad mom and I was a bad, like, I really thought, am I really like, and then you start growing out of it. And then I remember saying, I don't care what you think about me. I'm a good mom and I'm a good person.
Yes, yes, yes.
And whatever you think of me, that's not me. And that sentence stayed with me, that I am not what you say I am. You are what you say I am.
That's it. That's the point. That's the point.
And you could feel it. And it's just, when you're stuck in that, though, you 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 feel like there's no way out. And
Yeah.
you really have to forgive yourself, because there's so many times when I literally felt like I'm not going to get better. I don't even deserve better. I probably don't even deserve better. I'm not going to get better.
Of course, in guilt and shame and fear, you don't believe that you get better. This is not even in your mindset or your energy anymore, in your belief system. You think you deserve this. That's a very low level, but normally it happens. There's a point when the people recognize, oh, I don't deserve it anymore.
Yes.
Nothing. Nothing good.
You settled.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing too. You settle. And I always said, I don't want to settle for less, or I'm settling. And then I just would be like, okay, this is my life. This is it. But no, to know that you do want to settle, and for what you deserve, for
yes,
what you deserve.
yes. Of
It's
course, what happens is um, they bring you out of the beautiful energy, the soul energy. They bring you into the lower levels where you go away from your power, your beautiness, your soul, your heart, your intuition, and you go always a little bit lower, and then you go out of your belief system also is crashed very
yes.
much. Your emotions, you try to feel happiness again, but it's sometimes, if you are in the lower levels of an abuse or of a narcissistic relationship, then you are crashed, you go out and you feel only this kind of pain, suffering, shame, and guilt.
And how often, there's two things that came to me right now. Also, be careful what feels like home. when home wasn't a good place to begin with, because so often we fall back into that. If we don't heal from that, we fall back into that pattern. How many times did I fall back into relationships like
Absolutely.
that? Because we fall back into that pattern. Because
Yes.
then we always say we're going to do it different. But healing, because it's a comfortableness to go down. It's easier to go down, stay there. And because years of manipulation thinks you need to suffer, you need to feel like this, and it's no. And if you're happy, but that's not okay. No. And to realize that other person is suffering, though, that other person is suffering, and they're going to try to bring you down and make you responsible for their unhappiness. And to realize, literally realize in your head, because how many times did I tell you, I was like, I wanted to like protect that other person and be like, oh my God. But how many times I'm not responsible for you, to actually realize you are really truly responsible for yourself. And that's where it starts with self-love.
This is another point that's really important, the responsibility, the self-love and responsibility, that you understand, no, I'm not responsible for your emotions, for your ups and downs. I'm responsible for myself. And it's good to be. It's very good. But I want to say one point also, because you said what feels home. Of course, if you are in a manipulation or in an abusive relationship, what happens is also, and I think a lot of people need to know that and understand it, that the reaction, we talked a lot about this because this is really a hard part. But if you understand, if you really realize what happens with your body, with your hormone system, with your nerve system, with your brain, then you can be much more softer with yourself. You can forgive yourself. You can say, okay, now I understand, but now I can change it. Because an abuse, a narcissistic person who manipulates us, it's for the body such a stress. The brain works in an abuse like in an addiction to drugs. For example, heroin. It's the same thing. The chemical reaction in the brain is the same. If you take something, a really strong drug, and the same is to be in a narcissistic relationship. Imagine this. And of course, what are we doing? It's easier to take the drug, like to go away, because to clean the body, to clean the mind, to clean everything of a drug that hurts so much.
Yes, detoxing. Yes. And it takes time to detox. It does not happen
Absolutely.
it doesn't happen over time. And it really is,
Absolutely.
I say, healing. All these years and years of abuse do not go away. It takes time. I'm still healing. We're all healing.
Of course, of course. But that's the point that everybody needs to understand. Also, for example, the family or friends, because it's not so easy to say, just go away. What are you doing? It's not so bad. Come on, go away, and you will heal. No, the point is that the brain is really suffering, and it's like a drug addiction. And like you said, it needs time. The chemical reaction of the stress hormones, they need to be healed, detox, like you said. That's the
It's
point.
true. That fear, though,
Yes,
too, that fear of what could happen, that fear
yes,
that's so embedded in you. And you're right. You just want to run. I'll tell you, what do
yes,
you want? I just
yes,
want to run and hide.
yes.
And then just to not show and to not speak about it, because the peace, and that's another thing, a big important thing, that I taking responsibility and
Yes.
speak speak your truth. I will always say this: I will speak and I will tell the truth, because the truth is easy. Lies are complicated and they eat you up inside, and then you have to work at it. I don't have to think twice about telling the truth, but so often we are so scared to tell the truth, and then it's such a freedom you feel when you do. Because really true. That lies are complicated.
Yes,
Truth is
very
easy,
much.
but the truth within yourself
Like
too.
love.
And
Love is easy. All the
yeah,
rest is difficult.
is complicated. And the peace
Very.
you try to keep on the outside
Yes.
when you do not speak is the war you create on the inside with yourself because you have anxiety. How much, just like that drug, you have anxiety, you have everything, and you want to take that drug to just ease it off. And when that drug wears off, that anxiety starts again, that fear starts again. And you're just like, nope, I just want to go back in my little thing and hide. And
Yeah.
the first step to healing.
And of course, and here you have the difficult situation that the drug is the person who is abusing you.
And the hard part is, you know what the hard part is that because I'm speaking from my experience, it's the person you usually trust the most.
Yes.
And that's why see it now, my emotions are gonna get, it's the person who you look at that you trust the most to give you that safety, to give you that love. And I'm talking about just even child abuse. Let's talk about it. How much, what's the percentage? 89% is the abuser is somebody in your home, someone you trust.
Yes. Yes.
And it's when from small on, who is the abuser? Your dad, your mom, and uncle, is somebody
That's
out there.
it.
And it's the person you trust the most that hurts you.
Yeah.
And to realize, because especially when you're a child, to realize it's not your fault. It is not your fault. And then to realize that you can't, and all you want as a child is someone to stand for you
To
and to
stand for
protect
you,
you, but
to
to love
protect
you.
you. Of course. Yeah.
And that safety. And for that to be broken, but to know that you can stand for yourself and you can get out of that. And it is not your fault. Because it comes so often that it's my fault. It's your fault. That's why you did it. That's why that shame.
Of course, of course. And here's the point that also I wrote a lot about energies also in the book, because for me it's very important that we realize again that we are energy. Everything is energy. And if it happens in a childhood, of course, we have a wrong energy program within us. And it's time, of course, as a child, we only want to survive. There, we haven't got a lot of opportunities or possibilities to say, I take my suitcase and I go away or something. So often we need to stay, we need to survive. But later, I think the main lesson is to use our energy again, to release the old patterns, the old energy program, and to use our energy again to start to create a new life. That's the point.
And breaking, I just kept getting right now, breaking the cycle, break away that energy, breaking the mirror.
Yes.
Break that image, that false image of yourself. Yes. Break that.
Yes.
I said, die 1,000 deaths in this life. So break that image and look at yourself in a whole new light.
Yes.
Look at yourself for who you are. And look at yourself for honestly how others really see you, because even the abusers, they see that light in you. They see
that power. That's why they want to destroy you and make you such a small being or a doing, because you go out of to be a human being, you go out of being light, being love. You are only doing to survive
and run. How often I kept getting this, especially when you're small, when you're little, you cannot just run. But what do we want to do? Instead of standing and saying, I have to confront this and I have to stand here and sit with it, and I know it hurts so bad, we want to run. So you, just like you said, as a child you can't run, but as an adult, that's how so many people just want to get away from their family, run away and be like, get away. And to know that that's not going to heal it. It will keep coming back until doing the same thing over again
Yeah,
expecting a
that's
different result.
energy. That's energy.
And
Here
you
we
attract
have
that
the
energy.
energy. And if your energy has this one special program to run away, to fall in love again, but you have the
Yeah,
same in disguise.
program.
Yeah.
Yes, and to think that, and you owe it. It is your responsibility. And honestly, you owe it to yourself. And you deserve
Yes.
to heal, to really heal, go in your own responsibility. And you deserve and owe it to yourself to heal so you can have that life, have that, and to know that you're worthy of it, and to know you truly deserve it. And
Yeah.
that's just what I kept thinking too. Like, you, everyone, really, just I know there's so many forms. Just read it because you owe it to yourself, and you're worthy. You are worthy of that life.
Yes.
Truly. That's what, I always say we cannot leave a better world for us, for these kids, but we can leave better kids and better humans for this world. And it starts with love and
So it,
self-love. Become
yeah.
so selfish. Just how you said, addiction. You are addicted to someone, narcissism. People are addicted to somebody else to give them the responsibility to make them feel a certain way. Like, the abuse starts with the abuser making you responsible for the way they feel, for their happiness, for their misery.
So
But it starts with yourself to heal and become responsible and become so addicted, not in a drug, not in someone else, become
no,
so addicted to
to
yourself,
yourself
to
and
become so
create.
selfish.
Create
Yes,
the
selfish.
creator
Become
of your
selfish in your,
life. That,
yes, be the creator of your life and become so selfish in your creation. This is your
yes,
work. This is your artwork. Your life is your artwork. Sign it with excellent, with magnificent, with love, and become selfish. That's so many times. Remember when I've told you this once, when we would fly, and
yeah,
what is the emergency instructions when that oxygen mask
correct.
deploys?
Yes,
Put it on yourself first, then help others. I cannot help you from drowning if I don't know how to swim. And that's why I love what we do. I love that you wrote this, because
yes,
this is our experience. This is my experience, and to help others,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you and I have experienced this, and we have also, and we're still working, but we have learned to swim, learn to heal,
And now
learn to
we
put that
want
on
that everybody
everybody.
is swimming, but
Yes,
excellent is creating again. And that's why, if we can tell it at this point, that's why we do the free workshop.
yes. How
And
you gonna?
at the yeah, it's lovely. I know I always have also the emotion if they are coming out, because it's a passion for me. I never again want that a young girl, a child like I was, need to suffer like I suffered. Like I suffered, and I tried to come out and build my life again. And then you realize, oh my goodness, my ex-husband, now my husband at this time, makes the same with me. I it came in my life again, and I worked so hard. And for this, I live for this, because I want everybody to see the beauty, the energy, the soul, the heart, the potential everybody has, and nobody has the right. It doesn't matter. I know that every narcissistic person, every person who manipulates or abuse another person, has a deep wound inside. And I have also people, they ask for help. If they see it, they can change it. They are
Yes,
not lost, but they need to take their responsibility and say, I want to heal it also, and I never want to hurt anybody again. This is possible. And that's why I wrote this book, not only for victims or something, for everybody who wants to take the responsibility and want to change their life and create, not destroy. The destroying energy that we had 100,000 of years in this world, but now it's the time to change, into love, to change, to create, to use the energy that everybody has, to respect the divine energy we have inside of us, not to destroy, no, to create, and to create a better world, a better mindset, a better heart, a better, yeah, living together, everything to change the world. And at 22nd of September, we make the free workshop, and then the date we will give, but then we make a real big workshop together to help everybody who is open to change the life.
Which is, I love, my heart is pounding, my soul is just flowing, because Dad, you said it perfectly. And I love how you said victims, because even the abuser is a victim.
So it is. So
even the abuser, and know that there is help. And so many, we have to talk about this hate that so many feel inside.
Yes.
The victim and the abuser, because it goes both ways, that we want to make them responsible and go just I mean, there's actually nothing I can add to this, because like you said, even for the one doing this, there's hate in them and they want to hate the other person.
Yes.
But to know that once you really go inside and let that love happen, open up, there's healing for all of us. Like I said, I don't have we don't have hate. I do not hate any of my exes. I do not hate them at all. We all serve a purpose. But to know I'm not responsible to heal you. You are.
And you have all the power inside. That's it. We can give the tools. I wrote the tools. I wrote exercises. I give what worked for me, what helped me personally in my long search of coming out, of growing out. Always I tell everybody I wanted to grow out of it. So it's so small for me that it couldn't make anything else with me. I grown up, so then I'm free. And yeah.
Oh, and I can't even add anything to that, because that
So
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Of you.
This is why.
Yes.
This is why we do this for the world, for everyone. And I right now, that's I can't even.
So I think we say thank you for this first podcast, and hope that you like to join the free workshop, the workshop later.
And the workshop we will be doing in English. I know, because we work so much in German and in English, a lot of people. So this workshop on the 22nd, we will be doing in English.
Yes.
So just because I think there was some confusion about that. And I hope you guys join us. I know you guys know, I mean, everyone that knows us, all our friends, our family, we love you all so much.
And, thank you for everything.
Being in our lives.
And I think everybody can feel that it's our passion.
Oh yeah.
Our passion to help, to oh, my heart is boom, boom, boom.
And to know that everybody's so valuable. You are what you attract. So to get to where you want to be, you have to become that first. And that this is what we want to show you, that there's a life out there. Yes. There's a life, there's so much love. And that's what we want to give and show and live it with all of you. Yeah. Truly every single one. And I know they feel it, because like so many of my friends, hearts always find a way back to each other.
So it is, and to create a big, huge family, a soul family, that you feel that you are not alone, that we are one, that we create one family. And if there's something you can write, you can join, you can tell your story. We are happy if you join your story or tell your story. That creates a big family of love and create something better.
I love you. I love you.
I love you, baby. Oh, thank you very much. And see you soon.
Yes.
Bye to everybody.
Love you all always.
Always.